As you'll know, the Emancipation Proclamation was a momentous occasion for the millions in bondage in the United States, changing the meaning of the American Civil War and compelling European nations to stay out of it. To fight a pledge against slavery would tarnish any nation, especially ones that had abolished slavery decades earlier. It also only added to President Abraham Lincoln's legacy as the greatest president in the history of this nation. But when exactly was the Emancipation Proclamation? At the beginning of the Civil War, the purpose of the war was simply the preservation of the Union. A document known as the Crittenden-Johnson Resolution, or simply the Crittenden Resolution, proposed in 1861 and supported by John J. Crittenden and future President Andrew Johnson, stated that the war was in no way about ending slavery and was passed by the 37th Congress almost unanimously. This was right after the defeat at Bull Run, or Manassas, on July 21st, and everyone realized that this wouldn't be a quick war. After another year, the Second Battle of Bull Run, from August 28th through 30th, 1862, was yet another loss for the Union, and it seemed as if the war was a losing battle for the North. The issuance of the proclamation now, which Lincoln had been thinking of for a while, would seem like a dying gasp for the Union. They needed a victory. This came with the Battle of Antietam on September 17th, 1862, aka one of the deadliest days in American history. This victory assured that the proclamation would be announced on September 22nd, 1862, as a preliminary action. It would go into effect on January 1st, 1863. Later, the 13th Amendment solidified that slavery in America was dead. The proclamation was simply a war measure, and questions would have been raised had the war ended without the 13th Amendment. Luckily, that didn't happen.